Hey guys, today we are talking about analyze surveys and samples. A survey is a study of one or more characteristics of a group. The group you want information about is called a population. So we have a lot of vocabulary that we need to know. Surveys, I'm sure you've already done a survey this school year, like what um, what was your most popular subject or something in your years of school. You have done some survey for sure, maybe food related, what's your favorite food, or maybe someone has asked you, or maybe you have created. But so a survey is the study of one more characteristics of a group. The group you want information about is called a population. So if I were surveying this class, my population would be the class, and whatever my topic is, I'm studying that topic. But say I don't have time to survey all of the population this class. I could survey a sample, which is just a part of the population. Just want to make sure that sample makes sense. So we have different types of sampling methods. So we have a random sample. And that random sample, every member has an equal chance of being selected. So if I put all your names in a hat and randomly picked out 3, say my sample were 3, then that would be an example of a random sample. You all had an equal chance of being picked. Stratified random sample. Say I split the class into 4 groups and then pulled a name out of a hat, right? Say I split you all into 4 groups and then pulled one name out of each group. That would be a stratified random sample. It says split into groups, then every member has an equal chance. Systematic sample, it's a rule is used to select. A rule is used. So maybe every 3rd person walking through the door is going to be given the survey. Okay, now over here I have convenience sample, which I did not spell correctly. That's lovely. Let's fix that. Convenience sample. Sorry about that. And these are members selected are easily accessible. So, they come across, it's convenient to sample them. Maybe, the first person in the room gets the survey. That's convenient. It's easily accessible. The fact that I'm serving this class is convenient. But if my population is the class, then that's okay. You'll get more practice, don't worry. And then we have a self-selected sample, and that's volunteering. Say I gave everyone a piece of paper that said to fill out the survey if you like. Then that's on your own pace. You just fill it out and turn it in. If you go to a restaurant and they give you a survey to do at the end, that's completely self-selected. Self-selected. Okay. So this is what we first needed to know. A lot of vocabulary. Okay, so now we can have biased samples, and that's what we want to avoid. A biased sample doesn't represent the population. So we want to make sure that whatever the survey is, it does represent the population. So here's an example. If the school surveyed all the math classes in the school to see what flavor ice cream was most popular for a fun day, for example, the sample would be unbiased, because if you surveyed all math classes, then you would cover everyone. But if the school only surveyed 8th grade math classes, it would not represent the whole school. It would be biased, because then it would only be the 8th grade students who like maybe 8th grade, that particular class liked strawberry, and maybe 6th grade doesn't. But by getting all math classes, it would be unbiased because you would get the population. Okay, not only could we have biased samples, but there could be biased questions, and this is all the same thing. The word biased means that it doesn't, like a biased sample doesn't represent the population, and a biased question is a question that encourages a particular response, all in the same theme. So here's an example of a question that encourages, is persuading you. Don't you think pets should be allowed in schools? So that question is biased. It automatically, don't you think, that's persuading you to agree with me. Don't you think pets should be allowed in schools? Yeah, I do. It's persuading the person, you or whoever, to agree. Okay. Here are some examples that we're going to go through. Okay, so our first example, try to get out of your way here. Owners of a computer store survey customers. Owners of a computer store survey customers to see whether they should expand their game selection. They survey customers in the game aisle. Identify the population and the sampling method. So my population, who's my customer? Who am I surveying? The store customers. The method, it's convenient. You are literally asking the people that came into the game aisle. It's very convenient. Okay. Example 2. Suppose owners randomly surveyed all customers of a store on a Saturday. Is this method likely to result in a biased sample? And it is likely because Saturday customers don't represent all the population. Maybe Saturday customers feel some way, but everyone who shops Monday to Friday feels something different. So by picking that one day of the week, that's causing it to be biased. Example 3. Tell whether the question is potentially biased. Explain your answer. Do you think the city should renovate the library? Have you been persuaded to renovate the library or not? Nope. It's just, do you think the city should renovate the library? No, it does not encourage a specific answer. That's my explaining. No, I do not think it's biased. It does not encourage a specific answer. Explains it. Okay, so that's our lesson today. I hope you paused at every moment that you needed to, and I hope you learned.